Welcome to Storied Audio. 15 years of marriage didn't end with shouting or shattered plates. It ended with a quiet, exhausted sigh, the kind a person releases only after caring too much for too long. Emily stood in the kitchen, arms crossed tightly, as if bracing herself against the moment she was about to create. "I can't do this anymore, Mark," she said, her voice thin but final. Mark looked up hollow-eyed from weeks of meetings with lawyers and auditors. His company was collapsing under accusations he didn't understand. His accounts were frozen. His reputation was bleeding out in public. "I didn't do anything wrong. You know me." But she didn't look at him. "I can't raise our daughter in this chaos." Their daughter, April, 13, stood in the hallway clutching the railing. She watched her mother pack a suitcase. She watched her father sit motionless as if any movement might break him completely. She watched the door close behind her mother and something inside her closed too. Within months, Emily moved in with Brad. Wealthy, confident, the kind of man who made promises sound easy. In court, she told the judge that Mark was in no position to care for a child. The judge agreed. Mark was granted every other weekend visits. But April never came. She stopped texting. Stopped calling. When Mark confronted Emily, she laughed, sharp and cruel. "She just knows you're a loser, Mark. Kids see the truth." That sentence broke him more than the divorce ever could. He wanted to tell April everything, that he wasn't a criminal, that he loved her, that he fought for her. But Emily changed her number. Blocked him everywhere. Made sure April did the same. So he stayed away. And silence became a wound that never healed. The investigation dragged on, but eventually the truth surfaced. The illegal transactions were traced to a former employee. His accounts were released. His name was cleared. With nothing left in his personal life, Mark poured everything into rebuilding his company. He worked until his hands shook, until success became the only thing he could feel. Slowly the company thrived. It expanded into multiple states, then overseas. He became a respected figure in his industry. But success filled his bank account, not his home. Emily's new life didn't last. Brad kicked her and April out after a bitter argument. They moved into a tiny apartment with peeling paint and a view of a dumpster. Emily worked at a grocery store. April, now 17, worked at a fast food restaurant after school. They barely made rent. One night, Emily turned on the news and froze. There he was, Mark, standing on a stage speaking confidently about international expansion. The reporter called him one of the most influential business leaders of the year. Emily's stomach twisted. She had left him when he was down. She had taken their daughter. She had mocked him. And now she needed him. So she texted him. "Mark, it's Emily. Things are bad. Brad kicked us out. April and I are struggling. Please, she's your daughter too." His chest tightened. He typed back. "Before anything else, I want the truth. What did you tell her about me?" Every word. Emily stared at her phone, knowing she had no leverage left. So she told the truth. "I told her you were irresponsible. That you ruined our lives. That you were under investigation because you did something illegal. I told her you didn't want custody." Mark felt each sentence like a punch. "I was angry. I let Brad influence me. I'm sorry." That night, Emily sat April down. Her hands shook. "Sweetheart, I need to tell you something." April stiffened. "I don't want to talk about him." Emily swallowed hard. "Everything I told you about your father. I lied. I blocked him. I told him to stay away. He fought for you." April's face drained of color. "No. Mom, you didn't." "I did," Emily whispered. "And I'm sorry." April covered her mouth, sobbing. "I hated him. I thought he didn't want me." "He always wanted you," Emily said softly. "He asked about you in his message." April cried harder. "I want to talk to him. I want my dad." Emily handed her the number. Mark was sitting on his couch when his phone buzzed again. A new number. A short message. "It's me. It's April. Can we talk, please?" He froze. Then he called immediately. Her voice, older, deeper, trembling, broke him. "I'm so sorry," she cried. "I believed everything she said. I thought you didn't want me." "April," he whispered, voice cracking for the first time in years. "None of that was true. I never stopped loving you." "Can I come stay with you?" she asked. "I don't want to be here anymore." "You can come home," he said. "Whenever you want." April moved in 2 days later. She walked into his house, bigger, cleaner, quieter than she remembered, and hugged him so tightly he had to steady himself. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I'm so sorry." "You were a kid," he said softly. "None of this is your fault." They spent hours talking, about the missing years, about her job, about everything they had lost and everything they could rebuild. For the first time in years his home felt alive again. Despite everything, Mark didn't want Emily to drown. He arranged for her to interview at one of his partner companies. She got the job, stable, decent paying, enough to move into a better apartment. "I don't deserve this," she whispered. "Maybe not," he said gently. "But April deserves a mother who's stable." Emily nodded, tears slipping down her cheeks. She watched April move her things into Mark's car. Watched her daughter hug him. Watched them drive away. And for the first time she truly understood what she had thrown away. She had traded loyalty for comfort. A family for a fantasy. And now she stood alone, holding the pieces of a life she had shattered. Meanwhile, Mark and April built something new. Something honest. Something strong. They cooked dinner together. They talked late into the night. They healed. And every time April said Dad, he felt something he thought he had lost forever. A reason to come home. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.